If you move to Sweden, no one gives you a manual, but there are rules, very clear ones. Everyone seems to know them, except you. And slowly, you start to pick them up. At first, people can feel a bit reserved, not unfriendly, just respectful of space. You're not invited immediately, and things don't happen quickly, but over time, connections form quietly, and often more steadily than you expect. There's a word you'll hear, lagom. Not too much, not too little, just enough. It shapes how people speak, act, and interact. You don't take over the room, but you don't disappear either. You find a balance, which sounds simple until you try it. People value independence. You're expected to handle things on your own, and others are given the same space. It can feel distant at first, but it's really about trust. A quiet agreement that everyone is capable. At work, things are often quite open. The hierarchy is flat, and you're encouraged to share your thoughts. Even with your manager, decisions are discussed. Everyone gets a chance to contribute. And eventually, things move forward. Then there's fika, coffee, something sweet, and a break in the day. It's a moment to pause and connect. You talk, you relax, and then you continue. Simple, but important. To function in Sweden, you need a few things: a personal identity number, a bank account, and bank ID. At first, it can feel complicated, but once everything is set up, daily life becomes very smooth. There's a strong sense of trust. People trust each other, and they trust the system. Rules are followed, not because they have to be, but because people expect them to work. Finding a place to live can take time, especially in larger cities. There are queues, long ones. You sign up early, sometimes years in advance. At first, it feels confusing, then surprising, and eventually, it just becomes part of the system, something you learn to plan around. There are small habits you notice over time. Being on time matters. Giving others space matters. And silence isn't uncomfortable. It's simply part of how things are. At first, it can feel different, structured, a bit hard to read, but over time it becomes familiar. And eventually, it starts to feel natural. Sweden doesn't explain itself loudly, it shows you gradually, and once you understand it, it's easier to feel at home. Subscribe to discover Sweden the Swedish way.